Hello. In this video, I'm going to explain a question that we frequently get here at CHI Brass about the Floyd Cooley mouthpieces. Where did they come from, and what's the difference between 1, 2, and when Floyd was alive, and we miss him terribly, but when Floyd was alive in the 90s, he made a copy of a mouthpiece that it's my understanding he borrowed from Dennis Miller. It was a 1960s Con Helleberg that Dennis Miller had that was a very special one. And Floyd borrowed that mouthpiece because he loved it, and he used that as the starting point for his mouthpiece. He spent a long time working on the back bore, the throat size, and he developed over time his own rim that went on that mouthpiece. He made a good number of them. I don't think it was in the hundreds, but it was definitely over 100 of those originally. And I happened to have 2 of those. One I later sold to another Floyd student who begged me for one of the original batch. I had 2 from the very first batch that were made, and I still have 1. When we decided to make the CHI Floyd Cooley model, what we did was took the original that I had, but we put it in a more modern shell design, so it's got a little bit more weight. The originals were very thin, kind of walled mouthpieces. And we gave you the option of having the standard shank sizes we typically see now, the American shank, the middle shank, or the European if you need a different shank size. The originals were only in 1 shank. We also have added the ability to have it in a heavyweight design, which has been used by some players around the world to great effect, and they really like the heavyweight design. The Floyd Cooley 1 mouthpiece has a reputation of being the most in tune F-tuba mouthpiece for many players. So that's a good benefit to it. If you're having some pitch problems on an F-tuba, you may want to give it a try. The Floyd Cooley 2 is a copy of one of only, to my understanding, 10 that Floyd had made that were a slightly larger version. The Floyd Cooley 1 is 31.8 millimeters diameter, the inner diameter, and the Floyd Cooley 2 is 30.19. So it's a little bit larger of a Helleberg. And to my ear, it seems like a really nice mouthpiece for any type of soloistic playing on a large contrabass tuba. I don't use it myself on a bass tuba, but said that they like it on a bass tuba when they're looking for a bigger sound. And that mic, the CHI Brass copy, was made from one of those original 10 that I don't own, but another Floyd student owns, and I'll make a scan of it so that we could duplicate that. And available with the 3 different shank sizes and in a standard CHI weight, which is heavier than the original, or a true heavyweight mouthpiece. The Floyd Cooley 3 from CHI is kind of a different animal. It is a copy of the original mouthpiece I own, which Floyd told me what he used to record the Nielsen recordings with. And that mouthpiece he used before he had designed his own mouth. And that mouthpiece has a rim completely different from what Floyd ended up deciding he designed and liked himself. So what I've done with the CHI Floyd Cooley 3 is I've taken that original mouthpiece, kept the cup, kept the throat. It had a very short, stubby shank on it, probably be playing on that time at a cut Holton 6/4 tuba, and that was probably the shank size of the lead pipe that was on there. So I've given you the 3 normal shank sizes, and we've made a regular length shank. So you can have a standard American or European shank. You can also have it in a heavyweight design. And then the other change I made is take the original rim off, and we have put Floyd's rim on it. The Floyd Cooley 3 has the same inner diameter as the Floyd Cooley 2, and which that when he made the Floyd mouthpieces originally, he enlarged them to be the same diameter as this mouthpiece that he happened to like and use before he made his own. The Floyd Cooley 3 works very well for somebody that wants to have a little bit more roundness in the sound, or if you're using a large rotary valve contrabass tuba, it also works to good effect on those tubas. The cup shapes on the mouthpieces are basically Helleberg, but the Floyd Cooley 1 is a smallish Helleberg, the Floyd Cooley 2 is a medium Helleberg, and the Floyd Cooley 3 is kind of a medium Helleberg, a little bit shallower than the 2 and a little bit more round kind of in the shape of it, but still essentially a Helleberg form. Hopefully this explains to everyone what the Floyd Cooley mouthpieces are, and to give one a try, reach out to us, order one, and we'll get it off to you right away. And we do have a trial. There's just a restocking fee if you decide you want to return it on any of the silver plated mouthpieces. Thank you.